Few motorcycles have managed to create such phenomenal levels of hype as this one. When the CS400 was first displayed at the Auto Expo in 2014, it got the attention of motorcyclists everywhere. When we brought you the first look video in December 2016, it was amidst clandestine settings and there was little that we could actually experience about the bike. Now Bajaj's philosophy behind this bike is it wanted to take the easy-to-ride quality of a cruiser and combine it with the performance and handling of a naked. Well, Bajaj have decided to call this a power cruiser. And now that we've got the Dominar 400 here in the real world, we're as excited as you to see what this motorcycle is all about. It does have a fairly squat stance, but it also manages to blend in quintessential Pulsar styling cues. Dominar 400's headlight setup, while still quite beefy, looks quite proportional when compared to the rest of the bike. Its piercing white beam headlight is LED powered with auto headlamp on technology. The DRLs are visible from a fair distance away even during the daytime, and during the night, illumination levels are exceptional. There's a premium feel to the new power cruiser with elegantly raised decals and plenty of smartly machined alloy bits, including the handlebar mount, footrests and its mounts. The Dominar 400 deploys a split speedometer console, which is similar to what we've seen on Ducati's power cruiser, the Diavel. While the handle-mounted one is all digital and blue backlit, it has cascading bars to read out the engine speed and fuel level. The tank-mounted bar gets all the warning lights, including one for the side stand. It doesn't, however, get a gear indicator anywhere, which we would have expected from a motorcycle in this segment and day. But the crisp functioning illuminated switchgear, comfy palm grips, Bajaj typical control levers, as well as the set of KTM Duke inspired mirrors all function well. The twin vertical LED strip taillight lends flair to the Dominar 400's tail. The fuel tank looks well chiseled and mature and sweeps smoothly into the passenger saddle, which is lightly stepped and has adequate padding. Its 13-litre fuel capacity, however, gives it a limited range, and we would have expected something a little bigger to handle touring duties. The motorcycle's steel perimeter frame spars sit exposed on either side and add to the aesthetic of the bike, while there are several nifty little highlights like a belly pan, tank extensions and radiator shrouds. While the seat height may not be as low as your conventional cruisers, at 800 mm it's about as high as your KTM Dukes. And once you get astride, you'll notice that the tank has these well-shaped recesses that your knees fit into just perfectly. The seating position is nice and neutral. In fact, it ranks amongst the best we've experienced on any Bajaj to date. There's a slight lean into the flat handlebars, which is complemented by these well-positioned foot pegs. Although, the foot pegs are a bit wide set thanks to this perimeter frame. The bike's power plant is a single overhead camshaft that is a Bajaj derivative of KTM's 390 Duke and RC-based engine platforms. The Dominar comes with triple spark technology, with its 4 valves nestled inside a compact single cylinder head. The liquid cooling on the engine works really well, and the heat never bothered us during our long test drive. Despite putting the bike through sustained low-speed riding in crowded conditions. However, we did feel some vibrations when riding hard and pushing the bike to higher revs, but it was nothing overly intrusive. The Dominar has a 6-speed transmission with a precise light feel, and it also gets a slipper clutch, which steps in with hard downshifting from high speed, offering maximum engine braking with minimum drama. The gear ratios feel just right and are perfectly matched to the engine's long legs. This allows the bike to rev briskly enough through each ratio into its engine limiter. It chops power at close to 10,000 RPM. Throttle response is sharp and precise as expected from a fuel-injected bike like this one. And when you crack the throttle open, there's a light step at 5,000 RPM in the power band, from where the power flows seamlessly to the red line. This is a motorcycle that is just effortless to ride. It doesn't set out to be overly athletic, but it does provide a really satisfying overall experience, although it does miss out on the big bike feel and feels like a smaller displacement motorcycle. front suspension is a set of beefy 43mm telescopic forks, while the rear is armed with Bajaj's trademark Nitrox adjustable monoshock system. The ride quality is quite stiff on the Dominar 400, and this was very apparent on our test bike, even with the rear suspension dialed down to its softest setting. On the flip side, the firm setup is what makes the Dominar feel quite sporty, with excellent high-speed stability. It feels planted through corners, and the bike turns in with a fuss-free, neutral manner. Overall, the weight is extremely well managed, and you can hardly tell that this is a 182 kg motorcycle. It doesn't exactly feel like a cruiser at all when you're on the move, and retains some of the characteristics of the Pulsars. Now you get this nice large 320mm disc at the front and a 230mm one at the rear. And the more expensive variant of the Dominar that we have here also comes with dual channel ABS. Now these brakes offer immense amount of feel and stopping power. The front brake feels more sharp and precise, while the rear one feels more progressive. And it comes short with these MRF Rev C1 tires that offer commendable levels of grip. In fact, while we were brake testing, there was hardly any need for the ABS to kick in at all. Bajaj have taken a good swing at us all with the pricing. The base variant of the Dominar costs 1,36,000 rupees, and the ABS variant that we have here costs 1,50,000 rupees ex-showroom Delhi, which gives it immense value for money. The Dominar 400 has what it takes to see market success and really dominate the segment. It has all the performance you could possibly need for Indian roads, and it also has reassuring handling and good comfort.